Recording.
Hey, Rabbi Jeff. So this is what I would normally teach people for balance that have injuries. Again, anything that doesn't feel good, if it doesn't feel right at all, just don't do it. And that's what I tell all my students. So if I was with you physically, it'd be different. So I just can't see it and monitor it. So this isn't an absolute, but it works for most people. So normally if you physically can't really move around too much, especially in the morning, and balance is an issue, what I usually have people do is massage their hands to get a little heat in the hands, and then start working the soft tissue in the lower back, in the legs, especially in the joints. And you can do this in any joint, but so we're talking about balance. So I would warm my hands up, and then I'd start massaging my knees, because that's, well, you're an athlete too, so you know it's the knees that kind of really have to bear the weight, and the ankles. So I would massage my knees, and if I could reach my ankles, I massage my ankles. Actually, when you massage your legs, especially the lower leg, it's down and around this way to promote the circulation, and it's a nice kind of warm up. If someone else is doing it for you, I don't think it really matters what direction. But when I do self massage, it's usually like this, and there's no number. You just do what feels best for you. And again, like I said before, I would massage my feet, and there's really no pattern. I just massage, rub my ankles. But what you can reach is what you can reach. I'm gonna need a ball doll. So Hannah's behind us.
Hello.
So
I'll be back.
yeah, so find a ball if you have a ball, a small one, like a tennis ball. So what I normally do is, for balance, is I just I start from the ground up, and that self massage. Again, if there's any sore spot, you can do that in any place. You warm the hands up, massage, and it can go all over the body. And when I do the back, thank you.
Hello.
When I do the back, I usually use the back of my hands. And can you get this done?
Oh yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's see.
I used to, don't just bring it up. So I use the back of my hands, and I massage in this way on the lower back,
Okay.
and wherever I can reach. And it goes here, and I bring it out to the side, and down my sides, and down the lower back, and massage here like this. In a chair, you would just, it'd be here. You wouldn't sit like this, but I would massage this way in a chair. And I bring it down my legs and down this way. All right. So what that is we're warming up the soft tissue and the fascia, and moving and massaging, and it puts the blood in that area where the blood is. That's where the nutrition is, and that's where the healing starts to promote. So for the exercise, the real physical exercise, what I'm doing is I always pull my tummy in, and I lift the foot and just put it down. And in front of you, wherever it feels best for you, pull the foot up, and push it down. Pull the foot up and push it down. So what this is working the tibia in the back of the calf, and it's training the ankle to make this area stable. So you want tree trunks. So when you walk, you're stable. And by thinking under the foot, you're placing your mind under this, so you're aware. You're always aware of what's under your feet. So if it feels sturdy or whatnot. So this is the main part of the training, is to be aware what's under your feet. And again, you would do this as many times as you feel comfortable. You can just start off with 2 or 3, because you don't want a cramp. When you first start doing this, sometimes people get cramps. So I would suggest maybe do this when Anne's around, and just in case if there's a cramping. But if you start off light, you shouldn't have a cramp.
And low reps at first?
Yeah, and then you just build up. So if you do 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever, as you get stronger, you just add more, and you just then do it. I suggest do 1 at a time. So this way you can focus all your thoughts on that. So as if I'm crushing an egg. If you really want to get technical, what I'm doing is I'm touching. I do this all at the same time, but it's the heel, the outside of the foot, and the other side of the foot all touch. They can't really physically do this, but that's my thinking. And then the small toe on all the toes to the big toe touch. So, and the small ball and the big ball, and then all 5 toes. So it's down the edges, the small ball, the big ball, the foot, and all 5 toes. And that's how you really kind of, and it all goes down, and then it comes back up that way, and it goes back down. So it becomes very relaxing, and you just build that up. And so that's the first one. And you get, again, you do that any repetitions that you like. Pull the belly in, and if you can, sit back slightly in the chair. And this one you want to lift, if you can. This may not be for you, especially if there's a pain in the lower back, but I find that helps me with my back pain. Pull the belly in, under the leg, and lift the leg, and let it swing like a pendulum. Just gentle, let it swing. What this does is it creates space, and there's blood promotion in that area. And do it that way, for how many times you like. Pull the belly in, and lift it up. So if it doesn't hurt your lower back, then this is one of the reasons why I use the arms, to take the pressure off the lower back. So you're actually taking the weight away from your legs and your lower body. Your hands do it for you. And I'm just doing this as I'm talking. You can just do a few. And then,
Side view.
yeah, and I'll show you a side view. And it's just swing. I'm not really doing it, it's just letting the legs swing. So what it does is create space, there's blood there. And by not have to physically lift it and pull the muscles in, it takes the weight off, it takes the pressure off the spine. So if there's a problem with the vertebrae, so it's supposed to help. Again, if it doesn't feel right, because every person's unique in this. So I'm coming underneath, taking the weight off. I lift from my chest, facing the east. Makes me want to do my Shema. We do mid-change. You want to lift from the chest, and the arms take the weight. It's a good little arm workout.
Yeah.
Okay, and then another one that you kind of want to do is if you're sitting on the chair, and you see how the chest goes down this way, Rabbi, and the shoulders and everything when we're sitting, this kind of gets crunched up. So the heart, it's a lot of pressure on the heart, it's a lot of pressure on the spine in this position. So what you want to do is you want to put your hands on your knees and just gently pull your body forward. And by pulling your body forward, it lifts this up and takes the pressure off the heart, the chest, and the lungs, and takes pressure off the vertebrae and lets the vertebrae relax. If you can do this, this exercise, and what I'm doing is I'm gently pulling my body forward. From a side view, if I'm here sitting at a table or a desk or whatever, I pull forward and up. And it just elongates everything. And that's how, another way of taking pressure off the spine and decompressing the ribs and the spinal column, take the pressure off the heart and the lungs. Another thing you may want to do is after you do this, just put your hands on your chest and just inhale and open the lungs. And exhale. And just let this breathe natural. So this isn't to get dizzy, it's just a natural inhale. I'm just doing this so you can hear and see it, but it would be, naturally it would look like this. And it's just a natural movement. And just do that as many times as you feel that feels comfortable for you. Again, you don't want to do this till you get lightheaded or anything. It's just as if you're talking to somebody. It's a normal breath. Mm-hmm. And maybe the first one's a little bit deeper, but that's about it from that point on. It's just the normal breaths in this position here. So you just breathe normal. Important is to purge the air too. So when you're in this position, you can't expel all the carbon. So then the carbon starts to circulate through the body, and we can't live off of carbon. That promotes death. So when you inhale, you take the body, you flood it with oxygen, and when you exhale, while you're up here, through the mouth, you inhale through the nose. There's an old saying: smell the flowers and blow out the candles. So it's like you're smelling flowers, and you blow out the candles. So the hard part is to keep away from all the Eastern mysticism. So this is just all natural, therapeutic things I'm showing you. Roll the shoulders is a nice one.
Rolling backwards.
Yeah, so this is not so much for balance, but to kind of loosen up everything.
And then rolling forwards.
Rolling forward.
You could do that like 5 times, 10 times, whatever you like.
You grab one hand, grab the elbow, and just pull it across gently. The other side, and again, one arm takes the weight, the other arm lets go of all the weight. So this hand, the bottom hand, takes the weight. And so I'm really big on using one limb to take the weight of another. And what that helps to do is takes the compression off the body in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers, I rest them on my arms. I mean, my arms are really long, my knees. And I do pinky, and then just do this way, small motions.
So it's similar to if you played the piano and you had to practice, that's what it's similar to.
So I go from pinky, and then I go for the index. If you have arthritis, you do it very slow. If you know people that have arthritis, what you can do is, and they can't move their fingers, you do one hand takes it and helps it, and then you opens, and then you massage. I constantly massage my hands. Mm-hmm. This, if you close this finger here to this point,
the middle finger
to the center of the palm, this is a heart point. You can massage this. It's on both sides of the hands. Mm-hmm. That's the right hand. Middle finger right here. This is a heart point. It helps. This is the sac around the heart. It's called pericardium. In the West, we don't consider it an organ, but in Chinese medicine, they consider the pericardium, the sac that surrounds the heart, as an organ. And then the pinky finger right here, when a pinky folds to this point, can you get that done?
Yeah, hold on. So when you close your hand and you put your pinky to your palm.
This is also a heart point.
Yeah.
And then here, heart point. And you massage that. That's all you do. This right here is also a good place to massage. You take your finger and just go like this back and forth a few times.
And that's where the bottom of the hand meets the wrist.
And all these you just do a few times. There's really no set number. And then the other side. So you can just do it this way. Mm-hmm. Then massage the side of your hands. That's all I'm doing is this. And again, I'm not pressing or anything, I'm just massaging gently. So please share this with someone that has a maybe hand problem. And then I just take my fingers like this and I pull them apart. So if I do the top one like this, I just switch.
It feels really good.
Because all the organs, at the tips of the fingers go to each organ, they go to a certain organ. And the same thing with the toes and the feet, they go to an organ.
Mm-hmm.
So what's inside, the externals get to the fingers. And I just massage my hands constantly because I use them all the time. So for balance, we've placed our mind under our foot, and by lifting and putting down, we have created a pathway of thinking under the foot.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's not to say that I'm not paying attention to what's in front of me. What I'm saying is it becomes natural that I can feel what's under my feet. I'm aware of awareness. That's the word I'm looking for. So we're putting an awareness of under our foot. We've given ourselves a physical exercise to strengthen the ankles and to be aware of our feet. We strengthen the calves and the tibia by taking the pressure off the knee. The muscles and the ligaments and tendons get some exercise here. The nutrition goes here, and so this place becomes strong. By pulling the belly in, it gives you the ability to lift the leg easier because of this exercise here. And as you get stronger, you probably can do this down at the gym. This would be excellent at the gym. Leg extension or leg press, so it will develop the strength. But at home, you kind of hold on to the edge, and then you start to lift now with no assistance of the arms, and you just do the leg extensions here.
Number one is first pull the belly in
Yeah.
for stability.
Yeah, and so this is, and it helps with those weightlifting. It's like a weightlifting belt. Without putting the belt on, it's your own weightlifting belt. So I would do this as many times as I want. Sometimes you may want to draw the alphabet with your feet: A, B, C, D. Go as many as you like. As you get stronger, you can do it in the air. A, B. My dyslexia, C. D. So as you get stronger, you would pull the belly in, hold the chair, and you would do it at any height. So if you start here and do it on the ground, you may want to start here, and you can bring it up higher, and so you just do it to the level that feels comfortable for you. That may not be the best thing if you have a lower back problem, but so I would probably keep it always on the ground.
Yeah.
If that exercise you like, and if you want to do it, you can do it that way.
And you can make it fun. You can write words. You can do it in Hebrew. You can do whatever you want. It can be made into a lot of fun.
Yeah. So that's that. Some upper body strength exercise to help push up and to put down. In the chair, we do things called arm grabs. So again, it's like lifting weights without a dumbbell. So and it's similar to the old Charles Atlas dynamic tension exercises. So you can do this without tension, or you can do a little tension. If you've had a heart attack, you don't want to do a lot of tension. You don't want to be strained. So what it is my hands are here, and my hands go down, up, turn over, push out, turn the doorknob, pull back, push down, lift up, push out, turn over, pull back with a degree of dynamic tension you feel. So it could be just, I like the word like gingerly or firm. So it's just as if someone gives me a little resistance. Down, up, turn it over. And usually do 10 of those. So it's down, up, turn it over, push out, turn, and pull back. And please show these to Anne, because this will help to strengthen her arms. We teach this to everyone that to help increase strength in the body.
It's great for opening up jars.
Jars and car doors. So
Yeah.
what I'm doing is, I'll say it in a second. When I push down, this is working the tricep here. When I pull up, works the bicep. When I turn over, it works the forearm. When I push out, it works the chest, front deltoid and the tricep. And when I turn the flexor muscles in the forearm, as it pull back, it works the bicep and the latissimus and the brachialis. And down, up, turn over, push out, turn the door, and then pull back. So it's a whole upper body workout, pulling the tummy in, lifting the chest, keeping the chest high. Not pressure, but just by gently lifting. And that's the motion. Without tension, it's very fluid, and it's a nice exercise to do without tension also. So whatever one you choose to do, way you choose to do it is good. Another one too is, if you don't have a shoulder problem, you may want to do this one. You lift up, and you imagine that you're grabbing something and you pull down. So it's like using a pull-down machine in the gym, but without the pull-down. As you pull down, you lift your chest, and you flex your latissimus. So as if you're doing a chin. So then it's relaxed. With a degree of tension, you just pull down, pull the belly in, and lift the chest up, and relax. Inhale, exhale. And you do 3 or 5 of those a day. Another one that will strengthen the triceps for this pushing motion, especially when you're holding the cleans. Your triceps are probably huge by now from doing this over and over. But what I do is you can hold, imagine that you're holding the dip bars or the handles of the thing, and you push down and you lift the chest up and relax. And then that's where you inhale, exhale, push up. Inhale, exhale.
When you inhale, you relax.
Yeah. So inhale, relax. This is both sides. I'm just doing so you can see. And exhale. And as you exhale, lift the chest, pull the belly in, and relax. And this will work the rest of the shoulders, the trapezius, and really works the tricep here. And the forearm, the grip strength, so it's here and then here. So inhale and exhale. And then you always want to loosen up, Rabbi, so you don't have problems. Especially even if you're walking, you may want to do this before you start to have to use the crutches, and do things to kind of stretch and to warm those areas up so you don't have pressure, because on the joints from carrying the weight, you can always massage. Another one I like to do without any tension is just to inhale and exhale and let my hands go up and down this way. I usually do this after the fingers, and then I just do things like this, just to keep the blood, and there's no to keep the joints healthy. This one is an optional one, and this one is what I normally do here.
And there's no tension during these. These are nice and soft.
Relaxed. And the wrist too. So these are the ones that come to my mind. They're a little bit out of order. Pick and choose the order that you want to do it. See if it works. If it doesn't, you're not obligated. But the massage after you do these, it's kind of always good to keep the body warm and the joints opened and the blood flowing. And that's the best. I find that that's the best thing to kind of with balance, is because when there's pain, say if there's pain in your hip, then you compensate and you try to take the weight off that hip and you put it all on one side. So if the whole body is warm and the joints are open, is the best way to keep from falls. And then the other second best way is to be aware of the feet and to make the ankles, the knees, and the hips strong. So by doing this motion, you can also pull the belly in, and with the weight of the arm, with the weight of the leg, the arms hold the weight of the leg, and you just move the leg up and down. And that's another way to start warming up the hip and strengthening the hip. And then you do it this way, straight for right now. Later on, there's some other things, but so with my arms, I'm lifting my leg. Later on, you would do this type of thing. But right now, see if that works. So strong ankles, strong knees, strong hips. Belly's pulled in, which lifts the body up, which makes you more alert. The deep breathing floods the body and helps the body with oxygenating. The purge gets rid of the carbon. The loose joints keeps the pressure off of one particular, so you don't favor one, so it keeps your balance. And then I've given you some exercises to strengthen the arms, the shoulders, chest, and back, and one specific to help you with the bodybuilding for the crutches, and the other ones to compensate for the push, all the push motions that you have to do. Is this one's the pull down, and this one's the pull motion to compensate from all the pushing and lifting. And any questions? That's, and then the ball is this nice. You put a ball down. You do this barefooted, and you just put the ball and just kind of move it around. There's no set pattern, back and forth. Move it around. If there's any sore spot on the foot, it usually correlates with an organ inside the body. So the lower, if it hurts in the lower part, it's usually a lower back. The side is the spine, and up here is the lungs, and then here's the intestines and whatnot. And so I put a little pressure, not too much pressure, or no pressure at all, and I just do this. And again, it helps you be aware of under your feet. And you do that to whatever feels best for you. You don't do it a long time. And you may want to use another ball, and you can do your grip strength training on it, and you can do the squeezing exercises for this. And but you probably got enough exercise by gripping the handles of the crutches. So I hope that helps. This is what I normally teach someone like I said, when I'm not with them. It's just simple exercises, and Hannah and I love you, and you're deeply cherished, and thank you.
Okay.